If there's a problem in the land, and we have problems in the land now, things seem to be getting funnier and funnier. If you don't learn to laugh in Nigeria now, you will develop hypertension. Whatever we've done wrong, particularly we Christians, that we haven't prayed enough. He said, if my people that are called by my name, my people called by my name, Christians, will humble themselves and pray. We are the ones asked to pray. Mercy, mercy, oh Lord, mercy. Mercy, that's just what we should be asking for. Because you know what's going on in our country? Doesn't even make sense anymore. Our naira now is not, it's not even worth the paper it is printed on. And while people are hungry, trying to find enough money to buy bread to eat, our bosses are thinking of making the naira more beautiful. Even if you can't buy bread, at least it will look beautiful. Oh Lord, have mercy. Do you know that up till now, and this is November, up till now, Daddy hasn't told me yet. Put the word yet, oh. Daddy hasn't told me yet that there's going to be an election next year. He hasn't told me yet. We continue, of course, as if there's going to be. I'm saying that Adeboye, I'm not talking of other people. God has not told me yet. The yet must be capital.
Jimmy Shah anyway, because you see, you've heard him when Baba was talking, right? That's why I said, God forgive me, because I was like Baba said, from Daddy, he hasn't told him, but he can't say of other children. No, you know, God has many children, so he probably has spoken to them. But for him, Adeboye, if you ask Daddy, he hasn't spoken to me yet. Okay, but Princess, I'm before you even start, because you have a lot of information you have to share with us tonight, and I don't think I am helping in that regard by making you kind of, you know. But again, so you are a daughter, Princess. Have you heard from or from Daddy? Sorry, have you heard from Daddy about 2023 at all?
Danny Daddy really.
Serious now, as in
Danny Daddy. Who's your daddy now?
Who is your daddy? You don't know your daddy? Who is your daddy?
Who's your daddy now? Yeah. Daddy Baba, wait. Oh, shit, Danu.
How are you?
Daddy, really, and daddy. That's what me, she back on, but.
Hi, bro.
Why she gbà la ṣe máa ṣe? Tani bro ẹ?
Tani bro ẹ? Bobrisky. Say yeah. Bro. You say Tani bro ẹ?
Tani bro ẹ? Àdúà táwọn èèyàn gbà títí. Wọ́n wá rí 90 years old. Tó bá sì ní luck àti wà láyé, àdúà yẹn náà ló gbà. Títí tó fi bá rẹ̀ ní quarter to soda side. So mi ò rí gbogbo ń tẹ̀, mi ò ní ẹ má ṣàdúà. Bíbélì ìtẹ̀gbé dání náà, pray and work ló sọ.
Yeah.
Ó ní kẹ́ ṣèdúrà àti ṣiṣẹ́ fún. And we've told people severally here, God will not do what he has empowered you to do.
As a man.
If he has empowered, Ọlọ́run kò ní provide the seed àgbàdo fún ẹ. Yeah. After to provide seed àgbàdo yẹn tán Máyégún, kò ní bẹ́ẹ̀ tilt ilẹ̀ tó máa gbìn sí.
No.
Yeah. Ọlọ́run ò ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe yẹn. Tó bá gbìn ìlú effort tiẹ̀, á bá ẹ rọ̀jò lé, ó kún ẹ lọ́wọ́ lórí ẹ̀ nìyẹn.
That's true.
Tó bá kún ẹ lọ́wọ́ lórí, tí ò bá kún ẹ lọ́wọ́ lórí ẹ̀, tí òjò rọ̀ ságbàdo tó gbìn yẹn, ó ti fún ẹ lọ́pọlọ láti lo irrigation fún kinní yẹn. Ẹgbẹ́ kànga tẹ bá gbé débi báyìí, ẹ máa padà kan omi. Omi yẹn ni wọ́n máa fi wet ilẹ̀ yẹn tó àgbàdo máa fi yọ. Tágbàdo bá yọ, tí koríko bá yọ tì í, Ọlọ́run ò ní wá bẹ́ẹ̀ weed ẹ̀, ìwọ ló máa yọ weed díẹ̀ kúrò. Tó bá weed díẹ̀ àgbàdo ẹ̀ kúrò tán, tó bá yọ tó so, a tún ṣe scarecrow sáàárín méjì, ẹ̀yìn á dúró bí èèyàn. So that ẹyẹ ò ní wá jẹ àgbàdo tán mórí igi tó bá sí ń bẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ò ní bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yẹ kúrò náà.
No.
So gbogbo rárá dá Daddy àzán tá ní bàbá wèrè. Everybody jẹ́ kó wọ́n pé, you know, and Daddy anybody ń bì báyìí. Tí ó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣọ́ máa dúró ni.
Don't you know your daddy?
Ṣé o gba àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí àpọ̀dá yìí máa dúró ni? Àbí kí ló ń tàn tọ́ra wa ná? Kí ló ní ṣe gbogbo àtàntọ́ra wa? Why are we doing this? Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no. Ṣé Ọlọ́run dáhùn bí lọ ní Ọlọ́run ni? Mo ń ṣànointed Ọlọ́run nínú country tí mo wà yìí, mo lè feed àwọn ọmọ bíi 3, 4, 5. Wòlíì ni mí o, lérí àyẹ̀ o.
That's true.
That's the truth. So you don't allow these people come in front of you. Gbogbo ìgbà tí ẹ lọ sí church.
You are somebody's.
Gbogbo ìgbà tí ẹ lọ sí church in time COVID, ṣé gbogbo yín kú ṣe ya wèrè ni? Ṣé kú ni? Ṣé ìtọ́ ya wèrè wà nù yín ni? Àbẹ̀fapá jóná ẹ fẹsẹ̀ jóná. You know, come on, ẹ ṣeun tẹ bá lè ṣe. Tá a bá jókòó báyìí, mo ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ Máyégún. Àwọn people, they were walking all over us tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ni, you know. Ó ti upgrade ẹ̀ ṣe, ó ti ń bèrè fẹ́mi àwọn èèyàn. Ó ti ní kẹ́ mẹ́mí yín wá báyìí sìn, ẹ máa múlẹ̀ wọn bí àyìn rè. Àfi tẹ́ bá fight back. Máyégún, I tell you with my full chest. Nípa àwọn tó wà náà ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́ máa jàjà. Àwọn kan lọ́ máa jàjà. £1 to $1. Ọmọ tó ń ṣe náà. I was watching the program lálẹ́ àná. I slept off halfway. Ìgbà téèyàn kan sọ pé Nigeria dàbí signboard ní everybody mọ direction bí tí solution wà. They just won't go there ni. So Nigeria situation is intentional.
It is.
Wọ́n mọ̀ ní. Kò sí ohun tí Obi fẹ́ wá ṣe ń bẹ̀ ẹ́ kọ́ rìkọ́ọ̀dì bí ẹ̀kọ́ gé jáde kọ́ jẹ́ kó go viral lọ́la. Kò sí ohun tó fẹ́ wá ṣe ń bẹ̀. He's not coming there to do anything. Nobody can fix something tó damage by ẹ pín ìlú ìkẹ́ everybody máa bá tiwọn lọ. Ṣe mọ́. It is not a do or die. Sign up fún kọ́lélẹ̀. Òun kọ́ la bá bẹ̀. But like I said, Máyégún ẹ̀yin lẹ máa jàjà, you know. Ẹ̀yin ti wà, èmi ṣe ọ̀ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ múná mi dé ni. Ẹ máa jàjà, ẹ̀yin ti jẹ bọ́gà, ẹ ti sùn síbi tí iná wà. You know, tó bá paná mi lórí, ẹ máa react. But ọmọ tí ò tí ì jẹ gbádùn rí, ẹ lè ní kó jà fún tí ò jẹ rí. tepo bá wọ́n France lẹ́ni tí epo ò bá sí àbí tó bá fowó kun gbogbo àwọn Faransé máa bọ́ sórí títì ni Nàìjíríà máa sọ fún pé kó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kó wà available káwọn ríra kó bọ́ wá tiẹ̀ máa fowó kun kó fowó kun àní káwọn tiẹ̀ ríra so Stockholm syndrome yẹn àti wèrè tó ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn orí èèyàn kan kò ṣe eré èèyàn méjì over 60 million èèyàn Máyégún báwo ló yẹ fẹ́ ṣe yẹn ìlú mi go pé 5 million so Scotland tẹwà òjò pé 60 million náà kí gbogbo àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ wá jẹ́ òsínwé ẹ̀dá báwo lẹ fẹ́ ṣe. I was going through a social media platform and I wrote a comment like, okay, with what this person has done, we just need to take our country back. Do you know people were saying, go and take it back. We will look at you. Go and take it back. Àwọn wèrè ti gbà ká mú kí la wá fẹ́ ṣe sí. Kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí wèrè ti gbà ká mú and àwọn 60 million tó sọ fún wa Máyégún. Àwọn 60 million yẹn APC member go pé 60 million.
Yẹlẹmi ṣe ń sọ pé nọ́mbà yẹn ó yẹ ká question ẹ̀ because they wọ́n lè sọ pé 60 million ló máa di Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo APC member ò dẹ̀ pé 60 million. Wọ́n ti rí nọ́mbà yẹn bọ̀ wọ́n ní àwọn míì wà tó ti wà.
Baba, you just need to go out there and talk to people. Àwọn èèyàn mad lóòótọ́. Kó tó give statistics yẹn, you can remember like 7-8 months ago. Tí mo sọ pé wèrè wà níbí gan. Tó bá rí èèyàn kan tó ń gba ẹ̀gbẹ́ títì, you know, I gave an illustration of what happened that time. Wípé mo gbàbẹ̀ yẹn lọ́sàn-án òjò dẹ̀ ti rọ̀ síbẹ̀. Everybody ò dé gbàbẹ̀ tó rómi wà ń bẹ̀. But torí pé mi ti ń gbàbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tí mo gbàbẹ̀ gbogbo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pariwo ni. Wèrè pọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, àwọn akọ́kọ̀ wà ókè ni.
Ẹ kàn manage tẹ́.
Wèrè wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
Ọkàn pé wá.
Wèrè ti pọ̀ jù àwọn akọ́kọ̀ wà all right ni ò gbàgbé bóyá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ o. Wèrè pọ̀ gan. Wọ́n máa question number wo. The next person you are talking to, your next door neighbor, if you are talking to them, ọ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ sí ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú báyìí ọ̀rọ̀ iṣu ló fẹ́ sọ. Ṣòmọ́rọ̀ ìwọ gbin cassava ní Máyégún wa máa wò pé àmì ìgbín ẹ̀gẹ́ wèrè ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gẹ́ ebi ń pa wèrè ti dé. Kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe wọn nà kábọ̀ wọn. Tẹ bá gbọ́ àwọn àgbàlagbà sọ̀rọ̀ ní àdúrà la máa ṣe mọ́ ẹ lè ṣàdúrà. Àdúrà tẹ ṣe tẹ fi di 78 years old tí ti bá yín wọ́n ti jẹ yín máyé. Wọ́n ti jẹ ayé àti tiwa náà. Àwa ọ̀kan tí ìfàyè tiwa tún tí wọ́n ṣe tán ni because à ń fight ẹ̀ káwọn ọmọ tiwa má bà kíní yẹn lẹ̀. Ṣé ilé ìmáa jàjà yìí? Máyégún ilẹ̀ máa jàjà láti ni mo sọ yẹn. Tó bá máa di 8 years ní 8 years sí 9 years ẹ máa wálé. Wọ́n bá ní kẹ má ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́hùn mọ́ World Economic Forum. Wọ́n ní kẹ́yìn má ṣiṣẹ́ tí ń lọ́hùn mọ́. Kẹ jókòó sílé ẹ̀ ní nǹkan kan ṣùgbọ́n inú yín á máa dùn ẹ máa gbádùn ẹ máa wò pé àṣebíṣẹ́ làwa ṣe ń bí àwa ọ̀zùn bí ni because bí èrò ṣe máa wọ́ wá sí ibẹ̀ yẹn pẹ̀lú bówó ṣe lọ sókè àwọn gbọ̀n nílé orí títì yín ní London wọ́n á máa rọ̀bù yín ṣeré ni. A máa gbàgbó lọ́wọ́ yín gba bàtà lẹ́sẹ̀ yín lórí títì ni. Tó bá lọ rajà láàárọ̀ tún wọ́n á dá ẹ dúró wọ́n á gbẹ̀rù lọ́wọ́. So gbogbo bó ṣe ń ba bí jẹ́ tó ń ṣe tó bá wá lọ fẹ́ fún yín charity 25% of 75% of charity kò kí ń kúrò ní country tán ti dáwó yẹn àwọn ló máa ń jókòó lé lórí it's going to get worse. Kò ń ṣe pé àfi taba because I don't know why one unit of these people's money will be 1,000 of our own. Báwo ni one unit owó wọn ṣe máa jẹ́ 1,000?
Mo fẹ́ sọ kọ́kọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀.
Kò yé mi.
Yeah, bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ra sọ tán yẹn.
Kò tí ì yé mi.
But continue.
You need break me.
Connection.
Go dada.
No wahala. So, Princess, thank you so much. I want to add the view one way sure you get, and most importantly, I mean, she's pretty much like where my heart to where everything is going to end is that so many of us would have to pick up the gauntlet and eventually have to probably fight the fight. And I think she's sort of prophesying something that will likely happen even to the rest of us in the world, where the whole thing is going. That's, well, I'll let Modu, do justice to the other part. You know one thing, DK, you can hear me, I know. But if you sit like that, right, my friends will feel like you are talking from the comfort of your bed. That's why I didn't bring you on, okay? I know you've been there for a while, but you can hear me, yeah? But even if you have to sit down, even if you have to sit up, right, and that bed rest, that headrest, and just put your back towards it and make it look like you are sitting in Thank you very much. I know you are hearing me. So I'm going to bring you on, sir. Okay. So you're going to join us. And I'm going to also bring Adeni Yokpeyemi, Bright Brown, all of you, please, just to make up the numbers so far. But Modi will go now. Thank you very much, Baba. So then Adeni, let me put you on mute just for a minute as well. Bright, thank you very much for joining us. But let Modi take his shot. Baba, how are you now?
Yeah, but
Oh, hang on. Yeah. How are you, Madu?
oh, I'm doing okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Prof, I'm very well. Oh, I always kind of I was just kind of but it's so beautiful to see you. How are you, Baba?
Good to see you, sir. I'm doing okay. Yeah, won't come, sir.
And Dupelo along about the family, about everybody.
Oh, we are all doing great. We are all doing great. I think
Really?
about Starlane, as usual.
Well, as always, I mean, thank you. I mean, thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Go for it, Baba.
Thank you so much, for all you've been doing.
Thank you.
There is, I think my intervention will be centered around Dr. Adeboye. Most people call him Daddy Adeboye, Pastor Adeboye. And what I'm going to say here is going to sound controversial, but even the word is controversial in itself.
Well,
No.
Wahala everywhere we did now. So being controversial at
Mhm.
times is just it has to be part of the CV now. You just have to
Yeah.
add a tiny of it, even if it's not so much, like Mayeguns.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Mhm.
Yeah. And it is so what I'm going to say is we need to stop getting scared of the so-called men of God in terms of speaking our minds and in terms of exposing their fallacies. Uh, Mr. Adeboye has a PhD in mathematics. Now, mathematics is the science of numbers and patterns.
Right.
We use a number of reasoning in mathematics. I'm trying to build it so anyone with
And
just
every step of the way, Baba, they follow your step. I'm behind you. Go for it.
now, for example,
Mhm.
math is very big in inductive and deductive reasoning. Now, inductive reasoning, I'm going to start with deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning is okay, you're starting from the general to the specific. All right, you are taking the general phenomenon and you are observing, you're studying it to base your conclusions on specific cases. Why inductive reasoning is okay, you're starting from specific cases, you're observing specific instances and making generalization on the basis of those specific things.
Mhm.
I'm going to give a quick example, and I will relate this to Dr. Adeboye. Why no one should believe him, and why we need to speak against people like him. For example, in math, we say that the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So if you can test the hypothesis, okay, it's a scientific process. Okay, sum of angles in a triangle is 180. What we do is we can cut 5 different triangles of different sizes, right? Now
Okay.
we now measure the angles in each one of them, and when we add the triangles, we got 5 different triangles, different sizes. But when you take the angles and you measure and you add the angles in each one, you're going to find that irrespective of the size, you get 180 degrees. That is inductive reasoning. So with that, we can generalize that, yes, the sum of angles in a triangle is 180. That's inductive reasoning. Someone like Dr. Adeboye will understand this because he has a PhD in mathematics. We also have a law we call the law of transitivity. Very simple law. It just states that if A equals B, and B equals C, then A must equal C, right?
Mhm.
That is it. Good.
See me,
Now,
they agree with you. Nobody say I know am, or if you say yeah, if you say that is it, I agree.
so Dr. Adeboye will understand this again. He has a PhD in math. So if Dr. Adeboye, Pastor Adeboye, Daddy Adeboye is asking us to pray, he is being insincere and he knows that he is not being sincere, because we need to interrogate the efficacy of prayers using the mathematical lens and the scientific lens. And this is removed from believing in God or not believing in God. One, how do we compare all of the prayers that we've said in Nigeria? How do we now? Is it that our
Measure.
level of underdevelopment can be
Mm.
tied to any spiritual cause?
Mm.
Fanon will call it the wretched of the earth. We call it the Bible of decolonization.
Okay.
One of the issues that Fanon tackled in the wretched of the earth
Mhm.
was about this very, negative influence of religion. So Uncle Fanon was born in Martinique. He joined the French army, but when he got into the French army, he discovered that, oh yeah, ah, I'm a black man now. The French government is asking me to kill my fellow brothers in Algeria. So he left the Algerian army, joined the French army. Sorry, he left the French army, joined the Algerian army to kill the French. Because Fanon Chenier. So, Wretched of the Earth here, he gave a clinical analysis of some of these things. And of course, Algeria, so they are Muslims too. Now, only we need to stop listening to people that are deceptive. There
Mm.
is no two ways about it. Prayer
People who are not
has,
so straightforward, and they are deliberate for not being straightforward, not because they can't
yes,
reason
and
right and
we have been conditioned.
or like
We
that.
have
Mm.
we have allowed ourselves in psychology we call something classical conditioning.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is how it works. Where you are right now, see Yahuban, if Yahoo is frying maybe plantain or something,
Yeah.
all right, there is a tendency for you to salivate.
Yes.
We call it signal learning. It is an involuntary action. You would not even know when you start salivating.
Mm.
So they have told us all of these lies so much
Mm.
that we have come to like believe it. If you get something via prayer, how about I could give you 1,000 people that got that same thing without praying?
Mm.
Now, so they are asking us to pray because they do not want us to attach that cause and effect basis to our
Mm.
predicament. Why is there no water in Nigeria? Why is there no water in Nigeria? They are asking you to pray because they do not want you to link the corruption of the politicians.
So why there
Why
is
is why is there no road in Nigeria? Dr. Adeboye wants you to think it's prayer because he does not want to hold the government officials responsible. Why is there
just want to
poverty in
see that?
Nigeria? Although
Mm.
Nigeria has bitumen, Nigeria has oil, Nigeria has soul, Nigeria has sun, Nigeria has sea, Nigeria has petroleum, Nigeria has cobalt, Nigeria has rubber. Dr. Adeboye wants you to blame God, to blame yourself that you are not praying enough, because he does not want you to blame Nigeria that will not allow maybe a Lagos state to tap its own natural resource. Dr. Adeboye wants you to blame God and blame your prayer because he does not want to blame the Minister of Mineral Resources for not allowing maybe Kogi to tap into the sources on the land. So when we keep listening to people like Dr. Adeboye, we will keep confusing the cause. We will find it almost impossible we find it almost impossible to establish that cause and effect relationship that Franz Fanon talked about. And
Mm.
once you are not able to establish that cause and effect relationship, you will keep blaming yourself and blaming other people for your predicament.
Your
People for a start, it doesn't matter whether you believe in, and there is nothing wrong in not believing in God.
yes.
There is absolutely no, it is not an ailment. And
Mm.
even if you choose to believe in God, which is your personal business,
Mm-hmm.
you must, for a start, You must stop associating anything wrong in your life with prayer or not lack of it. For example, health issues is one of my research areas, which I love so much.
Right.
Is subjective probabilities, how our cultures, our belief system, come into mathematical learning. I'm in subject because there are basically three branches, or we say three groups or so in probability: the classical, the frequentist, and the subjective. So most times the notion or the norm is, oh yeah, it has to be classical. If you on a die, the probability of getting maybe a 1 is 1/6, of getting a 2 is 1/6. No. But lately, people have come to see that no, subjective probability also like has a role to play. You must acknowledge and respect people's beliefs, how their beliefs influence how they learn.
Yes.
For example, the guy, maybe someone that plays Ludo a lot and feels that, oh, Remy Okin does 6, Remy Okin lead that 6. And that kind of boy has been playing Ludo for 5-10 years. And he knows that if he throws a die 6 times, he almost never gets a 6. You are now forcing the guy to say that, oh, probability of getting a 6 is 1/6, the same thing as probability of getting a 5. But this guy has been playing Ludo for 10 years. He has seen that, no, she understand Kosimo also. So that is where subjectivity comes in. We must contest space with these guys, and we must start using our head, for crying out loud. We must start using our head when they tell us that, okay, the reason for our predicament is lack of prayer. Then we should give them counter examples of people that don't pray, people that curse God, yet they succeed. People should stop getting scared of these people that call themselves. And this is why, if Dr. Adeboye was right on the screen, he would really understand this, because math is not an artificial creation. What I've just said now, we can really, it is what we do, it is what we see.
It's so easy to relate with as well.
Very easy. So they should stop telling us that prayer, fasting, or all of these things,
lack of it is why we are suffering.
Why we are suffering, that we should pray. Okay, you are asking us to pray. Where Alpha Beta, I heard that where Alpha Beta's offices used to be where the Water Corporation office was in Ijora there.
That's right.
Where Laspotech used to be, that's where TVC is.
This is today.
Dr. Adeboye is Tinubu's friend. As in, he has never deemed it fit to ask Tinubu that who sold Laspotech, that Laspotech property, who sold it to you that you built TVC on it. Dr. Adeboye wants us to believe all of these things. They are confusing people. They are making people gullible, because that is exactly what they want. And I'm going to close with this, if you indulge me, brother.
Please.
People find it difficult or almost impossible to analyze some of these issues without emotion, or it's also possible for it's almost impossible for us to detach emotion completely from our thought pattern. But when you really look at this, Emaripe, for a start, we all have to become iconoclast. We must question. And the tragedy we are seeing, the political tragedy we are seeing, most of us do not know that it has direct roots, even from our nuclear family.
That's right.
When you are in a family and you are allowing someone on the basis of age, you are allowing the person to tell you to shut up. Your dad or your mom acknowledge that, okay, I won't share, but yet, because of one useless culture, they are asking you to be the one to still lie down, to prostrate and apologize. Some of those things that we accept in our nuclear family, those level of oppression at the very, very basic level,
right?
They are what we grew up with. That is what the politicians, the religious leaders, that
and
is what
the reflection of the society we live in as well.
Exactly. That is what is happening. Me on BK series for Shuyombo. He's been writing a lot on prophet of their prophets.
I have been following. I'm just picking a
Mm.
day. I'm going to probably pick some of the stories and share them with everybody here, like for real.
Now, our people should learn not to allow whatever negative thing is, affecting them to come in between their rational thought process. There is no substitute for science and reason. Health, for example, health is random. There is a difference between haphazard and randomness in probability reasoning. Haphazard is just something that happens, maybe. But even randomness has a pattern to it, right? For example, when I've had 3 dental extractions. So there was a time my mom said, my mom looked at my dad, we were teasing each other. My mom said, Alaji, ọ̀dọ̀ yín lọmọ yín ti mú kinní yìí o. Apparently, my grandpa used to suffer from dental issues.
Right.
Now, there was a time, so that is why when we go to the hospital, sometimes they will give us a form and say, okay, do you have an history of diabetes in your family? Do you have an history of high blood pressure? Why do they ask those things? Because if you've had it in your family, there's a possibility that there will be a resurgence, maybe in you. You might not be aware. Perhaps my family had always had diabetes. Maybe the last time it happened, maybe 300 years ago. We cannot even trace it. So if maybe in 2 years, in 3 years, I suffer diabetes, once upon Jenny, no, it is random. There is a pattern. You might not see it, but that's what we call DNA. You got the history. I am carrying the history of some people. Our people should stop going to pastors or affairs. They should stop wasting their time. Whatever is happening to you, seek scientific solutions. Go to someone,
And
a
use your
practitioner. Yes, stop going to people that will deceive you. There is nothing wrong. I might die before tomorrow. There is nothing I can do about it. All I need to do is,
I will pray for you. You will not die. Nobody controls that. There's nothing. See, I've not seen most people who die young who actually wanted to die young. Or you see, when it comes to death, right? You are born to die. Whether you grow old, or if you live long enough and lucky enough to live long enough, elderly,
it's not even luck, brother.
This has nothing to do with whether you are a sinner or not.
But it's a duro, no. She lucky. Let's come to think of it. I've talked about it. Longevity is even a cause in many ways. Longevity is a cause.
Is that what the Yoruba said that wàá pẹ́ láyé ojú ò ní rí bí
wàá mú kan ní
ojú ẹ rí bí or ó fẹ́ pẹ́ láyé so ojú ò ní rí bí. You have to pick one.
For example, my own parents buried a child. I buried my first son at birth. Now, I'm 32. Okay, look at someone like Professor Soyinka, 88, Nibabayan, 86. Almost all of his contemporaries are dead, 2 of us.
Well, so right.
So in some ways, we need to balance it. Longevity in some ways is a cause. As you age at a certain level, your cells starts. There's going to be difficulty in the regeneration of some of your cells. From today, you are in the hospital. Tomorrow, you lose someone. Next tomorrow, So in some ways, longevity is a cause. What we can just do, okay, drink good water. Before you cross the road, watch, right? As much as possible, manage your penis or your vagina, how you use it, all of those stuff. So praying about all of this long life or whatever makes absolutely no sense. It makes so they should stop deceiving. Nigerians, our people, need to, for the first time, sit down and think about it. That what is the efficacy of prayer? What is the efficacy of prayer?
So they will ask you, the air you are breathing right now, do you think that is free? That you are going to wake up tomorrow? Do you think that is easy? But please, you don't want to go into argument of religion with them. And I hope they got you.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Anyone can just choose your poison. They can choose whatever thing they want to believe in.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate this, okay? I am
always
going to okay, and add one or two other parliamentarians to this before we call it a night. You are always a wonderful person. Seriously.
Oh,
I love some of the perspective you always pick your points from. Like that's why I said on Mayegun's Diary Political People's Parliament, just speak your truth. Because sometimes they are coming from where sometimes Mayegun never even touched well. And I love learning. Odiu, thank you very much. And you should all, I mean, you should have a okay. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to Sadike now. And then Adeni Yokoyemi, you and I, blessing you and I go close tonight, okay? So, Baba, I hope you are not in too much hurry. So, Sadike Sam DK, look at me, oh, SDSD, Sadike Sam DK. That's a beautiful one. How are you? Hang on, let me unmute you. Hang on. Hey,
okay.
Nice. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Mayego. How are you doing?
Well, I'm well. And thank you so much for, indulging me there when I said, can you just lift up a bit? Look at that. It looks like you
yes.
actually...
I have to. This is a program. I have to.
Yes, people find it a bit kind of, they will just ignore what you are saying. They'll say, look at him. Look at how he relaxes on his bed. I mean, I read comments like that, and sometimes it unsettles my, my guest.
I understand.
Before. So, how are you?
I'm good, Mayego. Thank you
so
for joining your program today. Anyway, I have been one of your fans for years.
God bless you.
I've been following. I always call. Sometimes you ask, where are you calling from? Calling from US, but sometimes we don't tell our names, but I always follow your program. So I appreciate all you are doing.
Thank you.
Kudos for you.
Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to have you join us live tonight, which is,
yes.
And your business, by the way, you've been there for like almost half an hour now. I've been seeing you there, like you've just been there, like, okay. So what would be your own truth that you just want to share tonight? Just with all of us, speak your mind and let's learn something.
Yeah, Mayego, I want to associate my opinion with the last speaker, what he said. Our religious leaders are deceiving our people. They already brainwash our people. They brainwash our people, telling you to continue to pray. Something you could do. There's no road, no hospital, no light, no water. And somebody will tell you to pray. Praying to when? What does prayer have to do with that? They tell you that crypts collapse, and somebody is telling you to pray. What would prayer have to do with something you have to do by yourself? Huh? They are telling us, okay, look at the people you are praying for. Look at what happened in Norway. People in the church praying, singing, and they came there to kill them, massacre them. And people are telling you to continue to pray. So you are praying with somebody like a Fulani, a herdsman who want to take your life, who want to take your land, who want to take your property. And somebody telling you to fold your hands, continue to pray. See, your land has been taken. See, your house, see, your wife has been killing. And somebody is telling you to continue to pray. How can prayer does with that? Look at what dollar is almost 1,000 naira per $1. And somebody telling you to pray.
In our lifetime,
How can we continue to fold our hands to pray? We can't continue to pray. They are deceiving ourselves. Our political leaders and religious leaders, they are the problem we are having. The religious leaders has brainwashed the members. They can't even think. They can't even think. Whatever they told them, that is what they are going to carry out.
Like Baba, wait, in this Nigeria of today, that everybody is a living victim of what they have done. I mean, whether you supported them or you don't support them, everybody don't collect in the last in the last 7 years. Abi, does anybody really need another person to hear from daddy before they can realize that they have really messed everyone up this time around? Do you okay, sir? Do you need somebody to tell you what they have heard from daddy about 2023 before you can even tell yourself what 2023 is going to be all about?
That person must be insane. That person must be insane.
Well,
so hearing from who? Where did you hear where your daddy is? You are using phone to call your daddy? So why your daddy has not spoken to you all this while? Now you say your daddy has not spoken to you. Let your daddy still remain calm. Let him remain silent wherever he is. We are not ready to listen to him, and we don't want to hear from him. Enough is enough. We have heard from them.
Your mind already. So please.
Yeah. We have hearing from them. Thank you very much. Let me allow other people to come in, please.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay.
Thank you, continue, my brother.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now I'll go to Sir Adeniji. Ahmed has joined us, and I know. I thought it was gonna. I actually thought it was gonna be you and I tonight, sir. But it seems that somebody just jumped in. So the night just keeps getting better and better. So, how are you, sir? Adeniji Opeyemi.
I don't usually use sir. I don't usually use sir. How is Scotland now?
Scotland is Scotlanding right now. It's freezing.
I hope to join you there. I hope to join you there soon. Don't worry. We'll see ourselves there soon.
Around you know one thing, people have been coming to the UK. A lot of Nigerians have been given visa, student that everybody is staying in England, right?
And, yeah.
5 days here. It's
don't worry. Some of us will come join you for Scotland very soon. Don't worry.
Come on, join us now. If you live in the UK, if you have lived in the UK for, I'm saying this from my heart, okay? If you have lived in the UK for, let's say, all your life, like from Nigeria, right? You are here, and you have never really lived in Scotland. You don't know what you are missing. But I'll keep the rest to myself. So, Baba, how you been?
We thank God, Mayogun, we thank God. You see, I like to appreciate everyone that has spoken tonight. To be very sincere, everybody has spoken well. Everybody has spoken their mind. And this is the temple of truth, where we say the truth to whosoever it is, the way it is. Some people have spoken about the religious leader. You see, sometimes, Mayogun, when I think about the religious leader in Nigeria, well, I still appreciate them. For one thing or the other. At least they have been able to use the religion to put food on some people's table.
Yeah, on the
at
other
least,
side. Well, okay.
A church like Muna Chapel is having over 30,000 staff. That is direct staff. So at least they've been able to use the religion to put food on some other. Well, that is not the angle I want to go today.
It's like Robin
that is not just
like in every there's a tiny good one. I get your
yes,
talking about this even helping the poor. Me, I have reported we have seen Redeemed Church, right? They spent over over 2 billion naira buying food that they are sharing, rice, gari, this and that. And I heard that in their different churches, right? There are women. You know how we do all this baby for church. People will not get money.
Yeah.
Hospital, government no go help you. There are many people. There are many of us who be saying, "Nah, Iliag baby them bonus. They no pay."
Yes, ma'am.
Survived. So there is a good and the good and this. You know what I mean? So I get what you mean. So I'll let you fire on your side.
I am not even speaking. I'm not speaking in that direction tonight. To be very sincere. You see, right. there is this direction I want to go tonight, and the direction I want to go tonight. I know we have a lot of Nigeria government officials that are spying on this program. They will come and spy. They are coming to spy. They are watching us. They are watching us. They are coming to spy. Well, I want to plead them. I want to plead with them tonight. Mayogun, some of us that lives in UAE. I live in UAE. I'm in UAE. Some of us that live in UAE, we really need Nigerian government. Mayogun, people are suffering here. I must tell you the fact.
I mean, you know.
Now, I'm not talking about people that are living here illegally. people that are living here legally, they have paper.
Legally.
Legally, those that have paper, not people that are living illegally. Paper, people that have their document.
They are being targeted. I heard
Because
of
see,
you. You are telling me that even once you have visa, working visa, everything like settled, right? Once it and then they're not going to renew it, and people are panicking. I get what you mean, but
by September, November next year, by September, November next year, more than 95% of Nigeria in UAE will become illegal if this issue is not being solved.
And they are not they are not promising to renew all your
because the last working visa, the last employment visa was around May, June last year. Now it is 2 years visa. So those visa will last for 2 years, which means those visa will expire latest by May, June next year. So everybody will become illegal. So are we all going back to Nigeria to go and do what? Are we all going back to the farm in Nigeria? I left farm in Nigeria to come here. Am I going back there? The farm that Fulani S-men, everything I planted, Fulani S-men, their cattle, ate everything. So I just want to appeal to them as they are, as they are watching tonight. I know they are watching. They should please, you see, the issue of Nigeria here has gone beyond people carrying cutlasses and everything. It has become a diplomatic issue. It's now diplomatic issue. Emirates Airline has just stopped going to Nigeria. Is it because of cutlass and hose that they stopped? They said their money is being stuck in Nigeria and Nigeria don't release their money.
Tickets, right? They are selling tickets, buying tickets every day.
They are selling tickets.
But they can't take their money out because they will need to take their money in dollars. Now Nigeria is dollars. Nigeria is telling them that no, they have to take their money. So are they going to pack Naira, go Dubai?
Thank you so much.
Now they are saying that well, if you're not going to let us have access, they have the money. The money is there in Naira, right?
Yeah.
Or they are not Nigerian companies. You know that. They will have to withdraw their money for now. There's no dollar. And Nigeria is saying that if they can't take it in Naira, there's nothing they can do. Now they've suspended flight. You are right. It's sad.
So Nigerian government should just please, help us and engage with UAE government. Let them open up the employment visa for us. Some of us we are not thinking about going back to Nigeria. To go and do what? To go and start from where? So that is what I just want to speak about tonight. I just want to appeal to them. They should help us. Help us. Help us.
I can tell you one thing. All of you wait there, Dubai. I have one thing I can tell you, and it's just a shot you can give. Okay, there are many schools here that will welcome you in a twinkle. So whatever you have left, whatever you have saved, whatever that thing that you still hold, instead of you waiting for Nigeria to do something, I would rather say, all of you watching me from Dubai right now, I don't know your number, but again, they know they catch late comer here. Share you deal with me, because there are some normal schools here that you can put together your little savings and just go straight onto the UK, what do you call it? The UK website in your country there. Okay, go and check what they need. These schools will, with little token and what have you, from where you are, not from Nigeria, from where you are there. Some of you still have job that your visa still covers for now. I want you to go and look into them. Whatever money you have now, make Nigeria intervening your second option. Okay, come down to Scotland, come down to the UK, go all over these places where they speak English. I beg, no go leave Dubai, come go another place where they know they speak their language, where you understand. Or if it be like frying pan to fire, that would be my own.
You really get it.
Okay, after this, I may not be able to do something for you directly, but this information is so important. It will be easier for you, for those of you still working, who still have job and you still have your working visa. It will be easier for you to use that medium with the little savings you have and apply for any kind of course. Like just say you want to go for one course in the UK. It doesn't really matter. When you get here, will resolve anything with the you go, whatever you meet here, you go face them. Or you know one thing, wish you all the best. All the best from my heart. Yeah? You stay
Thank
safe.
you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank
Very
you.
much. Cheers, man. So it's quite heartbreaking for some of us who have been following the development in Dubai. A lot of people are suffering. I'm talking about really, really, really suffering. And this suffering is not even like anything has happened to them yet. They are so worried, so worried that what is going to be the case from the beginning of February 2023. As all of you are preparing for your charade in Nigeria, those who probably just felt like they could do better outside the place, they are facing a hell and nobody is coming to their aid, unfortunately. Thank God Ahmed is back, and thank you so much, Sir Latif Adebayo, sir, and James Kelechi. Sir, we are going to be those who are going to round up tonight. I'm not taking in any other person, and I pray that if you by any chance should drop off for any reason and you haven't spoken, okay, as a parliamentarian, you can call back in and join, okay? I'll go to Ahmed. Let's see. Ahmed, Ranka Dede Nikinsoni Onuda Oku Abi.
Hey, your mama is calling you.
Okay, I'm looking for my house.
Okay, he's right here. No vex, I beg.
How are you?
I'm doing good, Baba.
It's a good thing to see you when you put under your camouflage or whatever. It feels intimidating. Like, you know, when you start talking and you you try to remind everybody of your own exploits.
I don't come out now.
And
now because of sun they disturb and I sit down outside me. It
doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to give your profile to people here. That sometimes you put John.
No vex, make I wear them.
The fashion, because you are what do they call you? So Baba, go for it.
My Baba.
How are you?
Waiting this up now, brother.
What is your own truth tonight? Like physically.
It be like people don't enter where I supposed to enter with. But I go talk my own.
I mean,
my account
in America. Ahmed, you are in America. And
yes, sir.
in your lifetime, you're probably going to send $1,000 and you're going to get 1 million naira. And it's so easy.
My God, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Like,
and that is when you think of the effect of that. So it's bigger than just that money.
Go easy now. And now Baba can so pé Kema Badura àwọn ọmọ nǹkan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Kó sọ̀rọ̀ kó jáde, make them talk. Make come out, make them come tell people wetin dey sup. Even though we don't know wetin dey sup.
Of course.
Make them still come out, come tell people wetin dey sup. And for those who they wait, say some Baba Gio go tell them as they sup. Hey, come get this guy back. My no bet. This people
it's all right. Let me go. Yeah, I want gone for you. Okay, I'll take the time to go to Salatif because he's been quietly waiting and patiently too. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Are you?
I am very well, sir. Thank you so much for your patience and for joining us. So I'll let you speak before Ahmed is completely sorted. Ahmed, don't worry, don't rush. I actually wish you and I will finish tonight, but again, just hang on for me. So, sir, everybody can hear you, sir, loud and clear.
I am calling from United States of America, South Carolina, precisely.
South Carolina. That sounds familiar, sir.
It's been a while. It's been a while. It's a long place. I want to thank you for all the job you have been doing. You've been doing a great job.
Thank you.
I've been watching you before I came here to United States. I came here 3 years ago.
Oh.
And since I've been in Nigeria, I've been watching you. I've been part of you. I've been subscribing to your platform.
God bless
you.
And
for some times now, I've decided not to be saying anything. But today, I just wish, because I'm off my duty today, and I decided I have time to talk with you.
God bless you.
I have been part of the system.
Yeah, how is
in
Nigeria? South Carolina right now since you relocated?
It's good. It's good.
You can tell.
It's good.
You are settling down fine. You say.
Yeah, it's good. I have been part of the system. Like I want to tell you, I've been part of the system in Nigeria. People that knows me, as soon as they watch me now, They see me. They know I've been part of the system. And they,
Alagba. Okay, man. I feel you, sir.
yes, I want to tell you precisely. Before I came here, I've been anything you say is rubbish. If you go to my Facebook wall,
yes, sir,
in 2015, 2019, nobody lost Buhari more than me.
Wow.
But today, I got to realize that it's a pity. I just want to give advice to people living abroad, supporting what is happening at home. They are just trying to deceive people at home. You are not doing well to people at home by telling them that you are supporting this, you are supporting that. I am a disciple of Emilio Kan. I'm a strong disciple. There is no time this night. I will have opened up a lot. I'm a council leader in my local government before I came here.
Wow.
I know everything we are doing is just like a scam. Nothing is going to work. That is why I want to appeal to people that are living abroad, having good life, everything, good roads, electricity, and telling people at home is good. They are just trying to deceive people at home. I am telling you, most of the people saying Emilio Kan today or OB, most of them are applying for visa in different countries already.
God bless you, sir. And now that's the height of the hypocrisy, sir, right? They keep shouting and shouting, Nigeria will be great. Meanwhile, their visa application is all over the embassies everywhere.
All over the embassy. I will tell you today precisely. I have about 10 people that have called me today that, how do I get to America? And they are the same people shouting Emilio Kan or Peter Obi or articulated. They are the same people. Why are you deceiving other people? Let's go straight. I have told my people at home the only solution to Nigerian problem is everybody to go on his own way.
God bless
there is no solution aside that. Everybody should go. Yoruba should go. Even if the country decides to divide it to 300 places, no problem. We're going to meet somewhere. We have intermarried. Nobody would say Hausa is not good. Nobody will say Igbo is not good. In my family, I have an Hausa woman that they married into my family. I have Fulani married into my family. I have Igbos married into my family. But
and you are never going to cut them off because you know the fear. They are saying, we are married to ourselves now. So what's going to happen? Are you going to say, no, come on, don't be. People should stop being so daft, sir, okay?
Yes.
One day and time, you can live in any part of the world that you want. And if you are married to from any country, right, you have automatically become a citizen of that place by marriage.
Yes, you are correct, my brother. You are correct.
So,
because I don't understand.
Yeah, you can be from 3 countries, 4 countries, business standing. Pick the one that you
love.
You know? But you
can be a Yoruba man and decide to live in the north.
Go there and live there.
I will live there and I will be comfortable if I marry anybody there. I will live there. Today I'm in the US. Nobody is harassing me. Nobody is telling me I'm from Nigeria.
Yes, sir. You can go to America from Oshogbo and you meet there. So what does that mean? Yeah, the two of you will become Americans. Meanwhile, you're the Americans, they will be Nigerians, and they will still be Americans.
You're correct.
Right. We are married to each. But sir, you get to that stage where I hear when you're better. I believe.
I do not believe. Lady Edo baby, play lano. It's a very at the beginning of your program. I play a lesson.
Okay.
Because we need to talk to our people here. I want to want to be part of them, want to be part of I want to one below for one liver. Because in that time about one being saying Timon live good life. Timon also from around Nigeria pay Atiku Nikon. What can Atiku give you? What can Obi give you? What can Emilio give you? And I want to go back to Lagos, where I came from. I will tell you precisely. àwọn tó ń sọ pé èmi ló kàn ní Èkó ọ̀hún sọmọ Èkó.
Majority wọn, amọ̀ yẹn now.
They are not, you will never, àwọn díẹ̀ ìgbà tó rí pé nǹkan fẹ́ bọ́ nọ́bẹ̀ sí insert ọmọ Èkó sínú nǹkan tó ń ṣe. They have overwhelmed àwọn ọmọ Èkó.
The real ọmọ
Èkó, they have overwhelmed us. We don't have a place again. Our place has turned to something else. Everybody gbogbo wọn, they all want to, after they gain what they want to gain from Lagos, they go back to their state and tell them, I want to be rep, I want to be senator, I want to be governor. Why are you doing this? Why are you putting us in poverty? Because the poverty in Lagos is not another state.
Yes, sir.
Because the purchasing power in Lagos has reduced. I am talking to somebody, Agolo de Rikara is 600 naira.
Wow.
Tí family tí èèyàn mẹ́ta ò lè jẹ, husband, wife and a kid, wọn ò lè jẹ kọ́ yó. Ṣé mo kàn fẹ́ kí ẹni fún gbogbo iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ọjọ́ ènìyàn ṣọjọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. I just came on to say my mind and to tell you I am always behind you.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate
Yoruba nation all the way.
One thing I'm reach lórí People's Parliament ni pé the true lovers of freedom and the sincerity, they are not always afraid to bring their face out and speak their mind. Kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe fún wa? Kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe fún wa? So thank you so much for tonight.
Remain blessed, and my greetings to all members of Temple of Truth. Thank you and good night. Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that is, you see, as somebody from Lagos, and sometimes when we have to tell ourselves the truth, people know the truth, except for the hypocrites who are actually waiting for their turn. To milk you and leave you miserable. So I will let James Kelechi, my brother, sir, I will let you please, be the next, and I can quickly go to Hamid, my guy. So we can throw our banters before we call it a night, okay? And maybe you can help me have a small jar of like tea, baby basha shedari. You get that, eh? So come back to that. James, what happened to your camera? Hang on, okay, I think it's back. Now, James, I'm going to unmute you, okay? And everybody can hear you now. Mind you, if you know you don't have a shirt on, just make sure you keep that face on that camera like that. Before my friends will say, my friend, go and put on your shirt. You get what I mean now? So, how are you? Oh, hang on, what happened? I thought I unmuted you. Hang on, James, I'll try it from here. And let's hope it works, or you do it from there. Unmute yourself, please.
Okay.
It's working.
Who are you?
I'm fine.